Thanks for running the papers, Bert.
Glad to do it. Hey, something wrong?
Well, I'm just a little distracted at the moment.
Oh? Well, what is it? What's the problem? Professional or personal?
Both.
Well, what's that mean?
I had a fight with Holly over this Putnam business.
You mean you discussed it with her?
No, that's what we fought about.
Well, it's not much consolation, but I think you were smart not telling her about it.
Well, Holly doesn't quite agree with you.
It's for her own good.
I tried telling her that.
Listen, Putnam is dangerous.
Listen, you mentioned danger to this woman is like waving a red rag in front of a bull.
I tell you, that little lady of yours has detecting in her blood.
Yeah, I'd like to give her a transfusion.
Well, there's only one way to do that, is to get her thinking about something else.
Such as?
Well, from my past experiences, I must tell you that romance is the best way.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, come on, Robert, you know what I'm suggesting. Give her flowers, take her to some wonderful spot for dinner. Give her a few hours of your undivided attention, and she'll stop thinking about getting involved in your work.
You think so?
What have you got to lose? At worst, you end up having a romantic evening with a very beautiful lady.
True. But somehow or other, I don't think she's going to be too satisfied with that, not now that she knows that her best friend Celia's involved.
You'll be delighted with the letter. You don't think it's too much? Expensive? No, revealing. Oh, no, not at all. Oh, but it's cut so low in those stripes. It'll just make you look even thinner. Really? Yes. You wait and see, you'll love it. Really, please, come back again soon.
Yes, I will. Bye.
Leo, can I have a word with you?
At your service, as always.
I hate to bother you. I know how busy you are.
Oh, I'm never too busy for you, Holly.
I'm worried.
Oh, I have just a thing for you.
No, about Mrs. Barrington.
Oh, what about her?
Well, I noticed she hasn't been herself lately. I know how close the two of you are. I wondered if you'd noticed any change in behavior.
Well, you know, as a matter of fact, I have. She's been real possessive with me lately. She just won't let go of me.
I can't imagine why.
No, neither can I. I mean, all I do is massage her. I've never given her any sign of encouragement or anything, if you know what I mean.
All too well.
But there's no way she could have failed to notice my interest in you.
Are you trying to tell me that Mrs. Barrington is jealous of me?
Of course. Holly, everybody in the spot knows that you're the one I'm really attracted to. I mean, I'm nice to Mrs. Barrington and everything, but that's as far as it goes. With you, the sky's the limit.
There's no limit to the line you're feeding me either, is there?
You don't believe me?
I believe it's time for my pool therapy. Although, the way you're trying to con me, you must think I'm already right behind the ears.
Remember me?
Yes, you're that chap with all the secrets, aren't you?
You want to hear one?
If it's one you're willing to tell me, I'd rather not.
Well, at least you can listen. Look, I'm sorry about this morning.
Sorry that I walked in on you and, what's her name?
Well, I don't want you to feel left out.
Well, that makes two of us.
You're going to make this as difficult as possible, aren't you?
That's my little secret.
Look, you've got to understand there are times when I can't portray a professional confidence.
Well, it seems like all the time.
I'll make it up to you.
Oh, are you going to tell me what happened this evening?
No, but I'll take you out to dinner in the side room. That's just for starters.
Well, I would rather you told me about Celia, but I guess I'll settle for dinner.
You're welcome.
And the flowers are...
I know.
Yes, this is the boutique. Yes, he is. Just a minute. It's for you.
Who is it?
It's your secret friend.
Scorpio.
Robert, it's Celia.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Your office told me that you'd be at the spa.
You all right?
Yes, I'm fine, but I've got to talk fast.
What's up?
There is a perfect set of footprints in the sand, of Grant Putnam's footprints, in the sand by the dock at the Quarter Main boathouse.
Well, how'd you swing that?
Never mind, just get them, and soon.
Will he be out of the way?
Yes, I'll make sure of it.
How?
I'll have him take me to the airport.
You're going somewhere?
To New York to meet with Dr. Borden.
Is he bringing his evidence?
Mm-hmm. Campbell's notes and tapes.
Great.
If Grant sees me off, then you should have plenty of time to be able to lift those footprints.
No problem, but listen, you be careful.
I'll keep in touch. And don't worry, I'll be safe in New York. Grant is staying here.
Good.
You had better go and quickly grab those prints before the storm comes and washes them away.
I'll take care of it. You have a good trip.
Yes, well, just getting away from Grant will be a relief. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
We have a problem.
We?
Yeah, it looks like I've got to run.
Without me, I gather.
Can I take a rain check on dinner?
I suppose it wouldn't make any difference if I said no.
Sorry.
You said that before.
Well, what am I supposed to say?
Tell me what's happening with Celia.
I can't.
Why?
Because I care about you too much.
This is getting incredibly annoying.
Yeah, well, for me too. Listen, we'll talk later, all right?
Not about anything I want to hear, I'm sure.
Was that your husband I just saw dashing out of here?
What if it was?
Well, if it was, and if he's not coming back, I'd consider it an honor if he'd go out to dinner with me.
Why not?
You mean it?
Two can play this game.
What game is that?
It's called Secrets. You ought to try it sometime.
Well, you can tell me all about it over dinner.
I'll be right with you.
Okay, here you go, Captain.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that.
Should just about cinch it. One of these is definitely deeper than the other.
Yeah, just like the prints we picked up by the lake in the Adirondacks.
You can tell at a glance these were both made by the same feet.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got the wrong guy in prison. The real criminal here is Grant Putnam. Scorpio here.
My name is McBride, Commissioner. Captain McBride, New York PD.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I'm investigating a homicide, Commissioner. The victim was found murdered in his hotel room here in Manhattan yesterday. Now, in a drawer, we found his address book, and your name is in it.
You identified the victim?
Yes, we have. It's a Dr. Borden from England.
Was he alone, Captain?
Yes, he's the only victim.
Good. Look, that makes it vital that you locate a woman named Celia Andrews. Now, she was in New York to see Borden.
Celia Andrews.
That's correct. Caucasian female in her 20s, brown hair, fair complexion, well-dressed, approximately 5'5". Now, she may have stayed at the same hotel.
I'll check the register.
You better do more than that, Captain. It's imperative that she be found. If you have to, put out an APB.
All right, consider it done. Apparently you knew this Dr. Borden.
Yeah, look, I'll give you the full picture when I get to New York.
When will you be here?
I'll leave Port Charles on the next plane and come directly to your office. So what's your precinct?
The 21st. Can you give me any more on the victim right now?
Well, Borden was on the staff of a hospital, mental hospital in England at Rockmore.
Do you know why he came to New York?
Well, he was bringing evidence about one of his former patients. Look, I'll see you at your office, Captain.
Robert, I heard you mention Dr. Borden. Isn't he Dr. Campbell's colleague?
Yes.
And Dr. Campbell's still missing, right?
Look, love, I've got to run.
Well, I don't get it. Why would Dr. Borden be in this country? Unless it has something to do with Campbell or Putnam or Celia.
It's strictly police business.
Please, don't give me that same old answer
It's
again.
also a very dangerous situation. Now, goodbye. Talk to you later.
Fine, don't tell me a thing. Stay right there, Steve.
positive report for you, Commissioner. I've started a trace on this Celia Andrews, but I've uncovered very little so far.
You sure she didn't stay at the hotel overnight?
Well, there's no indication from the front desk. Apparently, she waited in the lobby for a while.
Did you know to ascertain the time of Borden's death?
According to the preliminary report, it happened very soon after he checked into the hotel.
Sounds like the killer was waiting for him.
Yeah, that's my best guess so far.
Besides the address book, what else did you find?
Well, yeah, passport, wallet, that's it. The rest of the luggage must have been taken by the killer.
Probably in too much of a hurry to check the drawers. I guess you've ruled out robbery as a motive.
Yeah, I think so, considering he left behind the wallet.
Unless he killed out of panic.
I may have a lead for you if you're interested.
Really? This soon?
Well, we backtrack on a message left for Borden. That's where your Celia Andrews enters the picture.
How?
Well, there was a message left for Borden by a secretary at a law firm here in Manhattan. It was in Celia Andrews' name, advising Borden that she'd be delayed.
You've spoken to the secretary, of course.
Uh-huh. And she said the man she thought was Borden came to her office, and she repeated the message to him.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by she spoke to someone who she thought was Borden?
Well, she gave us a description of a man, and it didn't match the description of Borden at all.
What was the description?
Wait a minute, I got it right here. It says he was comparatively young, early 30s, Caucasian, well-dressed, had dark hair slicked straight back from his forehead.
Grant Putnam.
You know it?
It's a long story, Captain, but the long and the short of it is this man Putnam is a direct threat to Celia Andrews' life.
Is she aware of that?
Yes.
When were you last in touch with her?
I spoke to her at the hotel 9 last night.
Well, then she's unaccounted for from that time to right now.
Yeah. Look, it's important that you keep on looking for her. She's in grave danger. That's if nothing's happened to her already.
Somebody steal your marbles?
What?
You look kind of down in the mouth.
That's nothing. Excuse me.
Wait a minute.
For what?
Maybe I can help you.
My problem has nothing to do with sore muscles.
Well, my talents aren't limited to just massages.
No, I'm sure they're not, but I have some work to do, so fine.
Would you tell me something first?
Well, that would depend what it is you want to know.
Holly, why are you always giving me mixed messages? You do that, you know, constantly.
I think you're being overly sensitive.
Well, I'm not, and you know it. Now, if it's something I said or did to you, just tell me.
It's nothing that you said or did, Leo.
Well, then what is it?
Nothing. Except that
Except what? Go on.
you can't force a friendship, Leo. People accept each other on face value. And then, in time, a closer relationship develops. Or it doesn't. If it doesn't, it isn't necessarily somebody's fault.
Oh, so you think I'm trying to force a friendship with you?
I just think you find it very hard to take no as an answer.
So your answer to me is no, in spite of all we have in common.
I never said no, not once.
Well, you've hardly said yes.
I had dinner with you the other night. People don't have to say yes to mean yes.
And then you're just being coy with me.
Well, you can put it that way if you want.
Holly, would you just level with me one time? And just tell me, is there a chance for us? Or are you still hopelessly devoted to that police commissioner husband of yours?
Who's out of town on a case at the moment.
Well, why didn't you say that before? That's perfect.
For whom? Him or me?
For me. That means I can take you out to dinner tonight. Again.
Interesting offer.
All you gotta do is say yes.
Well, I'm tempted, but I'm going to say no.
Why, one little harmless dinner.
Thanks for the offer, but really, the answer is no.
Think about it.
All right, I'll think about it.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Hi,
Real
Josh.
important.
What is it?
I fixed the leg on the chair in the reception area.
Oh,
Yeah, I just thought you'd want to know.
Thank you, Josh.
Sure.
The invitation's still open, Holly. Anytime.
Hold it, hold it.
What?
What's this nonsense about the fixing a chair?
Oh, well. You caught me. I kind of made it up.
I gathered that, but why?
You were talking to that creep for a long time.
Yeah, I had good reasons. So cool it with a big protector bit, huh?
Wait, what reason could you have to talk to him for?
It's part of my investigation.
Yeah, you could have fooled me. Now, Holly, I'm really worried about you.
I'm not a kid, all right? I've handled people like Leo before, you know.
Well, wait, I wouldn't be so sure, you know. It's pretty tricky.
I've been up against tricky people before, too.
I wouldn't be so sure. You know, he's a lot like my friend, Frisco.
How's that?
He's a lady killer, too.
Change your mind yet?
About what?
About dinner with me tonight?
No, I'm sorry, Leo, not tonight.
What makes you think I'm so deadly?
Well, I think that you have deadly aim and you usually hit the target.
Now, what could you possibly mean by that?
Well, only that I've been observing you here at the spa. Sylvia, Mrs. Barrington, probably lots of others, too. A long list of victories.
Yeah, well, it comes naturally.
But yes, I'm sure, ever since you were a kid. The only trouble is, in your big affairs, women seem to get destroyed.
Holly, those women you mentioned, they're just clients.
Oh, and you aim to please the customer?
But you're not a customer. You're somebody special.
I think that's a compliment, is it?
Why don't you have a massage later and I'll show you?
I'll think about it.
It's guaranteed, you know. Take away all your domestic problems.
I never said I have any domestic problems.
Yeah, but I'm clairvoyant. So think about the massage.
I'll think about it.
Excuse me.
Josh?
Yeah?
I have to leave the spa for a few minutes. Can you just keep an eye on things?
Sure. You got a heavy day?
Oh, very.
Honest? I was just kidding.
Well, I hope you were. No, I've got a fitting for my dress for the charity ball.
Hey, you know, I'm going to that, too.
Oh, well, I'll see you there then.
See me dance?
Sure, I love to dance.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
So am I. Well, thank you, Josh.
Sure. When you want you to catch cold.
Who's watching the boutique?
Oh, one of those volunteer ladies from the charity organization. Hey, can I get you anything? Coffee, tea, or...
No, thanks, I'm fine.
You sure swim good.
Oh, I didn't realize you were watching.
Oh, yeah. I love watching you.
I think I'll have some tea.
Yeah. Can I get you something to eat?
I don't think I should before my massage.
Oh, you're really going to go through with that?
Made the appointment.
Look, well, why don't you cancel? You know, we can have dinner instead.
I'm waiting for Robert to get back from New York, see if he does. Anyway, sorry, Josh.
Yeah, the old man comes first. I'll get you that tea.
Thanks.
Tied up. Touch and go whether we could land it.
Well, luckily, the worst of the storm seems to be missing Port Charles.
Yeah, lucky all around. However, my news can't wait.
Yeah, come on, tell me. What did you find out in New York?
Plenty. Bert, we got a life and death situation on our hands here.
Oh, no. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Welcome home, darling.
Oh, look, love, I've got really important business to talk to Bert about here.
This will just take a second.
I really don't have it. Look, I'll call you back later, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
Don't bother.
You were saying a matter of life and death.
First the death. Borden. New York PD. Found his body underneath his bed in his hotel room. Address book, passport, wallet intact. No luggage.
How about clues? Any clues?
Oh, yeah, good one. Guy answering Putnam's description. Checked Borden out of the hotel and was seen leaving with his suitcase.
Oh, no, that's good. That really nails him.
Oh, it gets better. The man also answering Putnam's description picked up a message that Celia left with a secretary in a lawyer's office for Borden. It mentions the upcoming meeting.
Oh, wait a minute, that's not so good. He's got to know by now that she's onto him. So she'll be next on his hit list.
It's his main target. Unless we can get to her first.
That's a new technique of drying. What is it, like drip dry?
Got other things on my mind.
Here, let me help you.
No, really, I thank you. I
No,
can manage.
I insist. It's okay. Well, you really got some goosebumps there. You fired up at somebody.
You wouldn't understand.
Well, don't be so sure about it. I've heard all the problems before, and a couple of times I've had the solution.
You don't strike me as the dear Abby type.
Oh, yeah? What type do I strike you as?
The strong, silent type. Kind of man who would make someone feel better without having to say a word.
You won't hear a peep out of me?
You could tell me one thing, though. What is this power you have over women?
I don't know. I guess it's just something comes natural, you know. I don't have a name for it.
I have.
What?
Sex appeal.
Well, thank you.
Not sure it was meant as a compliment.
Well, if, not a compliment, what?
Well, if it weren't me saying it, I would swear it was a compliment.
You know, I've got you down for a massage.
I know.
No use wasting time.
Why is it, all of a sudden, I'm not sure if I want to go through with it?
You mean the massage?
What else would it mean?
You know, if you don't have the massage, you're still going to have to pay for it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, it's a new rule.
Since when?
About 30 seconds ago.
I do hate to waste money.
And I hate to see a woman not get her money's worth.
Whatever shall I do?
I'll just leave it all to me.
I don't have to do anything?
Just follow me down the hall, and once inside, I'll show you how strong and silent I can be.
Well, you go ahead first. I'm going to have a shower.
Don't be long.
What if Leo tries something?
He wouldn't be Leo if he wouldn't try something.
Well, then you shouldn't be alone with him.
I won't be. You're going to watch out for me.
How?
I'm thinking.
I can always blow the air conditioner's fuse.
And that would just be an incentive for Leo to peel all his clothes off. That wouldn't work. You could fake a phone call or two, you know, get him out of the room.
No, he's got a phone in there.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Thanks.
We'll think of something.
You'll think of something. I'm going to leave that up to you.
I will?
Mm-hmm. Just one more thing you have to remember. Interrupt the massage session at least every 10 minutes.
Why?
There's nothing like constant interruption to throw a man's timing off. Now remember, every 10 minutes, I'm counting on you.
I'll be there.
Thanks.
Phew, no luck at the gatehouse, huh?
Damn it. And where can she be? She's not in Putnam's hotel room. She's not at the cabin. Even the quartermains don't know where she is.
It's as if she's vanished into thin air.
It's a bloody good thing if she did.
It's not very encouraging that we also can't track down Putnam.
No, encouraging at all.
But, Robert, he couldn't have gotten to her that fast.
Why not? Look how quick he got to Borden.
Yeah, you're right. He is a very clever guy.
Too clever by half.
Just remember something that you said when we picked up Andrews and arrested him.
What?
You said you'd bet anything that Putnam was the bad guy.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
Well, you're right about that, but where else could Celia be?
Oh, I don't know. Her friends don't know. Her relatives don't. Wait a minute.
Her father.
They've always had their differences. Maybe she feels safe with him in Long Island.
Well, let's hope so.
Quarterman.
Mr. Quarterman, it's Robert Scorpio here.
Oh, hello, Commissioner. What can I do for you?
Celia there?
Why?
Well, my wife, Holly, was looking for some charity thing or other they're involved in, and she was supposed to attend. Celia's usually so good at calling that Holly got a little worried.
Oh, no need to worry. Celia's fine.
You know where she is?
I certainly do, and I don't want anyone interrupting her.
Well, if you could just tell me where she is.
She's with her fiancé.
Putnam? Where?
At the cabin. Fine boy, that Putnam. She's finally found someone who has her real interest at heart.
Think so, do you?
I know so. Oh, they had a lover's quarrel, and Grant was so upset that he called me and hoped that I would be able to convince her to go to the cabin and so that he could patch things up between them.
Did she say she'd go?
Well, of course. She was expecting to meet me there.
Well, I've got another call to make, but thank you for the information.
Well, don't go disrupting those two lovebirds.
The cabin.
We just called there and nobody answered.
Maybe they're not there yet.
The phone could be out of order.
Or whatever. We got to check it out and check it out quick. Because she's up at that cabin. She's in big danger.
What are you thinking about?
You?
Oh? What about?
How nice you make me feel.
I knew I could.
I don't know why I waited so long.
Neither do I.
Maybe I'm just a lady who likes to take her time.
I think you're somebody who likes to tease.
Me? Never. A little lower, please.
You know, you have a terrific figure.
I'm flattered you think so. You see so many.
And you're in good shape.
So are you. At least you look like you are.
Yeah, I'm all right.
What are you doing?
Well, it's just, getting a little hot.
Really, actually, I thought it was kind of cool in here.
Oh, well, it won't be for long.
Wait.
What?
Well, I think I heard somebody outside.
Oh, no, there's nobody there.
No, really, I heard somebody.
You're mistaken. It's just the two of us, honey. We're alone.
Could be my husband.
Are you trying to discourage me?
It was a fleeting thought, yes.
Yeah, well, is it out of your mind yet?
You really are Mr. Cool, aren't you?
Cool. Getting warmer.
It doesn't bother you, the thought that my husband might walk in through the door at any time?
Nah, he won't.
How can you be so sure?
Well, you're here, right?
Yes.
Well, that just tells me one thing and one thing only. The cat's away, so the mouse will play.
Wish I had your confidence, but I don't.
Just relax. He's too busy, remember? I'll take care of everything. Leave it to me.
Robert, I'm getting that APB ready on Celia.
Forget it. I've found her.
Oh, thank heavens. Where?
She's at the cabin with Putnam.
Alone?
That was the Adirondacks phone company.
Well, how do they know she's there?
They sent a repairman up there early to fix up the phone. Putnam was there with a woman he referred to as Celia.
All right, if the phone is working, why isn't anybody answering?
It's gone out again.
Well, can't they fix it?
Not from the main terminal. Apparently, it's a problem in the cabin.
Like what?
I don't know, Bert. I don't work for Marbell.
All right. Look, I was just asking, Robert.
All right. Sorry, this whole thing's getting me a bit crazy. I don't know what's going on up there.
I think we better go up there.
It's not too late.
Hey, yeah, you're right about that. What we really need is install someone... Wait a minute. How about sending up that telephone repairman again? At least we'll know that she's not alone with Putnam.
I thought of that. They won't do it.
Why not?
The storm's bad, the roads are out, and it's too precarious for their men.
Robert, we've got to get that girl some help.
And we better do it fast before it's too late.
Don't you think you'd better put your shirt back on?
Why?
You might catch a chill.
That's impossible. It's pretty hot in here, wouldn't you say?
Actually, I was feeling quite cold myself.
Oh, well, let me just warm you up then.
I heard something.
There's nobody there.
Well, go look.
I don't have to, because I know there's nobody there.
I think I'd better go.
Why, Holly, we just started.
I got to check on some things in the boutique.
They can wait, but I can't.
Leo, don't.
Hey, I know you want me. I've seen the way you look at me.
Well, don't you think you should finish the massage first?
Why, and waste all the time we've got?
My muscles still feel very tense.
Well, let me take care of that.
All right, who are you calling now?
The Nielsen's.
Putnam's neighbors?
Yeah. Maybe I can get them to go over there.
Are you going to tell them what's going on?
No, just enough to get him over to the cabin. He won't try anything with her there. Come on, damn you.
No answer.
I'm running out of ways to run here, Bert.
I can't help.
The local sheriff, you got his number?
Yeah, sure. Over here someplace. Yeah, here you go, right there. Top one.
I didn't want to get him in on this.
Afraid Putnam might bolt if he sees the police coming?
Better afterwards. I mean, let's face it, we don't even have a warrant for this guy. If he sees the cavalry come barging in, it's going to just tip him off. Hey, Sheriff, it's Robert Scorpio here.
Oh, what can I do for you, sir?
Look, I need you to run up to Grant Putnam's cabin, quick as possible.
Why, what's up?
Well, look, I don't have time to go into that, but I've got reason to believe that Celia Andrews is with him and that her life's in danger.
From who?
Putnam.
Putnam, I thought those two were engaged or something.
Well, yeah, they are. Look, I can't get into it now, but how soon can you get there?
I'm not sure, Commissioner. The weather situation's pretty bad. Roads are starting to go out, and besides, Putnam's cabin's in an isolated spot.
Do what you can.
Well, what does he want me to do if and when I get there?
Get her out of there.
Okay, I'll try.
Sheriff, this is a matter of life and death, so try real hard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Careful.
Sorry.
Where's the fire?
What?
Dear? Well, what's the rush?
Oh, it's nothing. Excuse me.
Wait a minute, Holly. What's happening?
Nothing.
You seem upset.
I really can't talk.
Isn't that Leo's massage room?
I have to go.
Did something happen, Holly?
Where have you been?
The drugstore.
You were supposed to help me.
Well, Lorena, she made me go. I tried to talk her out of it, and I couldn't.
I asked you to do one little thing, come in and check on me every 10 minutes, and you can't even do that.
You tried something?
Of course he did.
What'd you do?
I tried to rush out of there as quickly as I could.
Man, I don't believe that guy.
He certainly moves fast, believe me.
I could kill him.
Well, just calm down, would you? Nothing happened.
Yeah, but I mean, if something happened to you, I'd never forgive myself.
Well, it spoiled our plans a little bit, but we can't cry about it.
Holly, I'm sorry. Can I make it up to you? I'll take you out to dinner or something?
Thanks, but I really need to be with Robert right now.
Wait, I thought, he couldn't go with you to dinner.
He said he would call back, but he couldn't. I guess he really was busy. I wish I hadn't got so cross with him. Just see the amount of trouble I could have gotten in by losing my temper.
Well, if you can't make it, I'll take you to dinner.
I'm going over to the police station right now, and if he's busy, I'm just going to go on home.
Yeah. Well, if I can do anything.
Thanks, but the only person who can make me feel better right now is Robert.
What do you got for me, Sheriff?
One heck of a mess, Commissioner.
You went up to the cabin?
Yeah, I tried, but I couldn't get through.
Well, why not?
Commissioner, we got a major storm going on up here. The roads are a mess.
Well, you've got to have jeeps, 4 wheels that can handle that kind of a road.
Yeah, sure, but they can't leap over rivers, and all the bridges to the road to Putnam's cabin are down.
Well, can't you get a boat across?
The river's practically a flood, Commissioner. It's too dangerous putting a boat in there.
What about a helicopter?
But in this wind, it's impossible.
There's got to be some way to get to that cabin.
Look, Commissioner, if you ask me, your best bet is to take a fixed-wing aircraft and drop it down in on the strip on the other side of the lake near the marina, and take a speedboat across.
Well, so why haven't you done that?
Because it's easier said than done.
Why?
Because we've got a disaster situation shaping up here. I've got every available man out rescuing flood victims.
Sheriff, I told you this is a matter of life and death.
So is any situation where there's stranded flood victims. Anyway, I don't have any small planes available to fly over there right now.
I can see I'm going to have to take care of this mess myself.
You know, crazy as that sounds, Commissioner, it's probably your best bet.
All right, but how?
You know, grab a small plane in Port Charles and land near the lake. Then charter a boat and go across to the cabin.
I guess I don't have much choice. I mean, this is absolutely absurd. You're only 15 minutes away.
Yeah, this is for normal circumstances, yeah.
So far, this has been anything but normal.
Look, I'm sorry I can't help you, Commissioner. Are you sure you want to go through with this? Now, this storm's not getting any better.
Yeah, well, it's either try or have a murder on my conscience.
Yeah, well, I wish you luck.
Yeah, well, wish some for Celia, too.
I hardly recognize you underneath all that gear.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it out there.
Well, if you're any indication, I would.
They say it's not going to let up for at least another day.
Well, it didn't affect business any. I haven't had a break all day.
Oh, well, thank heavens for some good news.
Just closing up.
Well, don't let me stop you. Have you seen Josh?
Took off right after you left.
Oh, I figured I'd probably be too late. I turned him down for dinner, but now I can make it.
Oh, well, then his loss is my gain. I'd love to take you out to dinner tonight.
Not if you were the last man on earth.
I bet you $10 I can make you change your mind.
The answer is no, Leo. I could spell it out for you, but I'm sure you already know the meaning.
Well, you know how difficult it is with words I'm not used to hearing.
N-O.
Would you excuse us for a minute, please? I get this distinct impression that you don't like me much anymore.
Well, hallelujah. It's finally sinking in.
Yeah, well, I'd think twice before ruffling my feathers.
Your threats aren't going to scare me.
Well, maybe these will. I bet you I get a dinner out of this. And maybe, if I'm lucky, even a goodnight kiss. No, keep them. They're yours. I got my own set.
They're a lie. And anyone who sees them will know that.
Photographs don't lie, honey. That's the beauty of them. You just can't argue with them. Especially a woman in your position.
My husband is the police commissioner.
And that's all the more reason to just keep them in the envelope. Wouldn't you agree?
Robert will believe me before he believes you.
You're right. But he won't believe his eyes. See, husbands never do at first. Until it all eventually just sinks in.
Why? I don't have money. I can't pay you like the Mrs. Barringtons of the world.
Did I ask you for money?
You must want something.
Just a simple favor.
Come on, Leo. Put your cards on the table.
All right. I don't want you spying or meddling in my affairs.
What if I don't agree?
Well, then these pictures just find their way into the wrong hands.
Blackmail.
Oh, that's so crude, but it's accurate.
Did it ever occur to you that I might not scare as easily as some of your victims?
Yeah, I considered the possibility.
And?
You're tough, Holly. You're real tough. You're pushy. You're even aggressive. But when it comes to your marriage, you'd sooner die than jeopardize it.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Comes with the profession.
Don't you think you're pushing your luck just a bit? What if I said I don't mind if Robert sees those pictures?
I'd say you were lying.
I could call your bluff right now.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Very well.
He's not at home.
All right. I'll call headquarters and leave a message for him to meet me. I think the park would be a nice place. It's private enough so we can talk, and public so he won't try anything. Hello, Police Commissioner Scorpio's office, please.
Wait.
Yes.
Hang up.
You agree to the terms?
Yes.
It's a wise choice, Holly.
Well, I'm so glad you're happy. Now, would you excuse me? I have a lot of work to do.
No, don't let me stop you. One more thing. The same applies to that puppy dog of yours.
Puppy dog?
Yeah, Josh. I don't want to even see him near my massage room. Is that understood?
I want you to land me just here. That way I can get a boat, go across the lake and up to Putnam's cabin.
We'll be flying right through the worst of the storm.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't even know if the plane can take it.
Can we get above it?
In a 747, maybe. We're going to have enough trouble getting over the foothills, much less those mountains.
You trying to tell me that it's impossible?
What I'm trying to tell you is I don't know. I've never flown in this kind of weather before.
Look, I'd avoid this if I could, but... You know, there's a life in danger here.
Ours will be in every bit as much danger if we attempt this.
I've got no choice.
All right, look at this. This is the weather report. Right now, the storm's at full force. In a couple of hours, there's going to be a gap. It's a break not big enough to write home about, but enough to get a plane through.
I don't have 2 hours.
You sure about that?
There's a crazy up there threatening a woman's life. Now, I don't have hours to sit around waiting for gaps in weather.
And my wife doesn't need me coming home in a box, either.
Look, I know you've got the right to refuse this flight. But I'm talking about a real-life emergency here.
Okay, you win. I just got one question.
What's that?
Who takes the rap for destruction of police property if we wreck the plane?
We'll deal with that if it happens.
Well, let's be a little more optimistic, if it happens.
Hey, I got a lot of faith in you.
That's good to know, considering you don't have a choice.
None at all.
One more thing. You keep talking about this killer. If I'm going to risk my life trying to catch him, I should at least know his name.
A psycho by the name of Grant Putnam.
I saw you talking to Leo. Looked as if he was breaking some bad news to you. Was he?
No, we were just arguing. You know how difficult he can be.
Oh, I know. Everybody knows he's a bore.
Not to mention a lowlife. I don't even know why Lorena keeps him on here.
Oh, I think it's those, magic fingers.
Believe me, they're not so magical. In fact, of all the massages I've had, I'd say his was one of the worst.
No, that's no way to talk about a fellow employee.
I'm a volunteer here. I'm not an employee. There's a distinct difference.
Holly, I get the impression that you're not as enthusiastic about the spa as you used to be.
Well, let's just say I know better now.
Perhaps you feel as I do, that there's something not quite right around here, huh?
No, not at all. It's a personality conflict, that's all.
I see. Well, I'm going to wash up and go to bed.
Good night, Holly. Good night.
You still here? I'm surprised. Thought you'd be anxious to get home to your husband.
He's out of town, working. I think I pointed that out to you earlier on.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, when you've had a busy day, you just forget these things.
Well, I'm very busy right now.
That's okay. I don't mind waiting.
Waiting for what?
Well, dinner. We had a date, remember?
I'm not having dinner with you.
No?
I think we should get one thing straight right now. You've got your pictures, so you can blackmail me. Fine. But that is as far as our affiliation goes, okay? I promise not to snoop, and you promised not to show the pictures to anyone. That's it.
All right. Just remember the vow of silence extends to any incidental conversations with Beatrice. That kind of woman is everyone's enemy.
Well, if she's such a threat, why don't you lure her into your massage room like the rest of us?
Oh, please, Holly, there are limits to even what I'll go to.
Not many, I bet.
Well, just enough to keep me out of jail.
Look, it's suicide to go out there, huh? You hit one of those waves wrong and you capsize, like a bottle in a bathtub. That's assuming you don't get fried by the lightning first.
Listen, this is an emergency. There's a killer up there threatening a woman's life.
You're threatening my life if we take a boat out there.
All right, I'll do it myself. Now just point out which boat.
Everything I've got's tied up in those boats. If you think I'm going to risk it...
There's a human being in danger. A human being that happens to be quite close to me.
I'm sorry. The boat belongs to me, and if I don't want to rent it to you, I don't have to.
All right. Listen to me. I want you resting in it, and I want to
Right now, all right? Otherwise, you're going to take a little dip off the end of the pier. Okay, all right.
Where are the keys?
Behind the counter. Get them. Usually require a deposit. How much? In your case, I think I'll skip it. You must want this guy real bad.
The woman I'm worried about.
What are you doing back? Thought you were in such a hurry.
I am, but the motor won't start.
You tried the choke?
I tried everything. It's dead.
Well, doesn't surprise me. Not with this storm. Motor's got to be wetter than you are. You got yourself a problem.
No, pal. You do. Now, I want another boat, and I want it right now, okay? I'm heading across that lake in 5 minutes, even if I have to strap you to the back and make you paddle.
Okay, okay. Relax, will ya?
Relax. There's a woman across that lake probably being murdered.
Well?
Hurry up.
I'm doing the best I can.
I told you this was an emergency.
Didn't expect any customers tonight, not this thunderstorm.
Well, are you coming up with a motor or not?
Got one right here.
Okay, so just tell me if it'll do the job, all right?
Yeah, sure. I checked it out this morning. Purrs like a kitten. Only problem is it's about as powerful as one, too.
What does that mean?
It's dependable, but it's only got 12 horses.
I can swim fast. Now, is this the best and the biggest you've got?
That'd be my guess.
Okay, help me get on the boat, will you?
Do what?
Well, come on.
You want me to go out in that storm? Right, look, why don't I give you a hand, huh?
Yeah, move, huh? Evening.
Hi.
Table for one?
Yes, please.
Oh,
What?
it's a crime, you know that?
What is?
Negligence.
Should I have the faintest idea what you're talking about?
A gorgeous young woman like yourself having to dine alone on a night like this? Now, if I wasn't working, I would...
Ah, but you are.
Hang on a second, I'll go quick. And then I can take you out someplace for dinner, someplace nice and quiet.
That might be a little dangerous, you know. My husband might find us.
Well, any husband who would desert a fine-looking woman like you deserves to be an ex.
I'll tell him you said so.
Well, where is the old guy anyway?
I don't exactly know.
Well, then he deserves whatever he gets.
Oh, and what do you think that is?
Now, that depends on you.
You know what I'd really like?
Name it.
A glass of white wine.
Not bad for starters.
I'm going to the ladies' room.
Oh, can I show you the way?
No, thanks. I'll find it.
Then afterwards?
I'll have my wine.
Then we could go back to my place.
We could, but we won't. If you could find me a nice empty table somewhere and leave the wine on it.
Coming up. They'll be waiting for you on that table right there. And I'll leave your hat and coat there, too.
Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me so soon. I haven't done anything yet.
I know, but that's not for lack of trying.
You don't want company?
No, not tonight, thank you. It's been a long day.
Yeah, well, maybe the wine will loosen you up.
Not that loose. Excuse me.
There she is. I figured you for the shy type, but this is a little ridiculous.
Please keep your voice down.
What's the matter? Didn't you like the table I chose for you?
No, as a matter of fact, I didn't.
Well, then come on. I'll grab your wine. We'll move you.
No.
Well, you can't stay here.
There must be another way out of this restaurant.
Yeah, through the kitchen.
Oh, thank goodness.
But that's not the way to get to it.
What?
It's near the front entrance.
Oh, no. What kind of a restaurant has the kitchen by the front?
Well, it makes it more convenient for the cooks. See, they like to send out for their meals.
This is awful.
Well, actually, it's not that bad. Just stay away from the catch of the day and any dish in French, and you'll survive.
No, I mean... Oh, forget it. Just bring me my wine.
I already did. It's on your table.
No, I prefer to drink it back here.
Well, it is a nice plant, but it's not much of a drinking companion.
It knows when to keep its mouth shut, which is more than I can say for some people.
Drinking with plants, you must be very lonely.
Are you a waiter or a shrink?
Whatever works.
Do you think that you could stop hitting on me just long enough to go and fetch my glass of wine?
I'll give it a try, but I can't promise anything.
Go.
Me again.
Now what?
Come on, why don't you dump this stiff and come drinking with me?
You're a riot.
Not so funny as you standing here trying to carry on a conversation with a plant.
Oh, would you cut it out, please?
Well, I'm sorry, it's just that I'm a little bit nervous. You see, I've never met a lady in hiding before.
At least not behind this particular plant.
Do you want to help, or do you want to just crack jokes?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Fine, you just leave me alone.
You mind if I ask you a question before I go?
Yes.
What can I do to help?
Well, you could go and get my hat and coat from my table. Maybe if I hide my face with the umbrella, I could sneak out.
That's a great plan. You never know when the roof is going to spring a leak.
Have you got a better idea?
Well, tell me the problem. I'm sure I can come up with something.
Just get me the hat and coat, would you?
Look, if you need a hideout, I have got just the spot.
Let me guess. Your place.
How'd you know?
Oh, just a hunch.
Okay, now here's the plan. Now you wait for me behind this plant until I get off work. Then I'll sneak you out, and you can hole up in my apartment as long as you like. For the rest of your life, even. Till death do us part.
What would my husband say?
Oh, you have to tell him?
Listen, my knight in not quite so shining armor, please go rescue my hat and coat. Slay somebody else's dragons.
The only thing breathing fire around here is you. Okay, I'm going.
You do realize, of course, there are limits to my patience. Can't wait forever for the stock, you know. Are you listening to me?
What? Oh, yes. You were threatening.
I was warning you.
How odd.
What? What are you staring at?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. I was just lost in my thoughts. Can't help thinking how odd it is that I should be mixed up with someone like you.
You want me to create a diversion?
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Well, it's not every day I get to play cloak and dagger. Are you a spy or something?
Believe whatever you want.
Oh, don't say that. I have got an imagination that can level buildings.
Please, I'd rather not hear about it, thank you.
You know, this is a very small restaurant. You're never going to slip out of here without somebody noticing you.
You've got a point.
Oh, first time tonight you've admitted it.
Bring me another glass of wine, would you?
Oh, wouldn't you rather have a disguise? How about one of those big noses with the mustache?
Just bring me another glass, please. I'm going to hide out here, I think.
You know what I mean?
Robert?
You either back off or I'm going to kill her. Do you hear me?
It means it.
You're damn right, I mean it. Stay where you are and find out just how much I mean it.
All right. Now let's just all relax, huh?
Good, very good. Now, toss me your gun. Maybe the sight of blood would improve your hearing a bit.
Okay. I'm reaching for it.
Make sure you grab it by the barrel, not by the stock. Ah! Very well done. Now, you toss it to me right over here. Toss it. What?
Sorry, it slipped.
It slipped? Well, how would you like it if this knife slipped? You did that on purpose, didn't you, Stormy?
Easy, partner.
Huh? Maybe I ought to cut her to ribbons just to teach you a lesson.
It was a genuine accident.
An accident like hell.
Yeah. Listen, you're not the only one that's nervous here, you know?
Nervous?
Yeah.
Why would I be nervous?
I mean, otherwise, why else would you be pulling such a dumb stunt like this?
I had my reasons.
Yeah, well, you're lucky I got here in time.
In time?
Yeah.
What, the grand finale?
To save you from doing something you really don't want to do.
But that's where you're mistaken. Because from here on in, I only do what I want to do. And neither you nor anyone else is going to stop me.
Come on, you've blown it. Hey, what's it take to make you realize that?
I've blown it?
Yeah.
Perhaps it's escaped your notice, but I seem to be the one holding all the cards here.
Game's over.
No, it isn't. Not until I've played my final card. And let me tell you, it's a doozy.
No. You've already played it. And believe me, you're not going to get that chance again.
Well, I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
Put down the knife. Make it easier on yourself. Hey? You're never going to get away with this.
No? No, you think not, huh? Well, I've gotten away with everything else, haven't I?
Have you?
Yeah, I have. Got away with killing Dr. Campbell. And now Borden. I put dear Grant Andrews in prison, didn't I? Why shouldn't I get away with this? You're certainly not going to stop me. Not and save Celia at the same time.
Yeah, you got no reason to harm her now.
Oh, no, Scorpio, now you're doing the same thing Celia tried to do. You're trying to get inside my head. Well, it didn't work very well, did it, Lord?
I'm just trying to make things easier for you.
Easier for me?
Yeah.
Is that why you threw the gun in the fire?
I told you the reason.
Yes, I know what you told me.
I can still make things work here to your advantage.
You really do have a good sense of humor, Scorpio. It seems to me that things have been working to my advantage since the minute you walked in that door.
I don't really see it that way.
Don't you?
Hey, look, why don't you just take...
Shut up! Just shut up! I don't need any suggestions from you.
You're stalling, partner, because you need that gun.
Yes. Yes, you are right about that. I do need that gun. And you're going to get it for me.
Ah, no, you don't. See, I don't like digging around other people's fireplaces. You do your own dirty work. You're good at it.
You're either going to get me that gun...
Are you going to what? You're going to stick it to Celia? You do that, pal, and by the time you've done it, I'll have that gun in my hands and I'll pump a slug right between your beady eyes. I promise you.
Move.
Ah, no. You see, you need 3 hands to pull a stunt like this off. Unless, of course, you intend to use Celia to dig it out of the fireplace. My guess is, the minute she gets her hands on that poker, she's going to wrap it around your skull. Time's a wasting.
Just as soon as that fire dies down.
Better be careful, I might throw another log on it.
No, I don't think so. I think you need that gun just as much as I do.
Question is, which one of us is going to get it first?